What's up, everybody? We're back. Back from the theaters, that is. We just finished seeing Wakanda Forever. And first off, I'm Vlad. This is Dave. And you're watching Midnight Hype. Now, let's get this out the way. Big spoiler alerts. We are talking about the film. So if you haven't seen the film and you don't want to know what's going on or what's happening in it, don't.
The special effects were on point.
Acting?
Oh my goodness,
Yes.
the acting was great.
Yeah.
Letitia Wright.
Yeah.
And I called it too. I said it. I said she's going to have to put up the performance of her career in this movie in order to gain to be at the level of Chadwick Boseman.
Mm-hmm.
And she did. Mm-hmm. And she did. And she wasn't the only one. A lot of people gave key performances. Mm-hmm. People that you didn't even expect.
Right.
We got people like Winston Duke.
Yeah, who plays M'Baku.
Gave excellent performances. We got people like
Angela Bassett.
Heartfelt performances that you felt the emotion coming out of her mouth, just everything, even in her eyes. Okoye, same thing with her.
Yeah.
Nakia, same thing with her. Oh,
everybody delivered a stellar performance.
Yes.
Now, script.
Man, the script was phenomenal. Whoever penned this, and I'm pretty sure it was Ryan Coogler and friends. Whoever was the screenwriter did an amazing job with the story.
So my whole thing, and I'm sure it's been on all of your minds, was how are they going to blend Chadwick Boseman's passing to the story of, Wakanda Forever? Because we already knew that from the trailers that T'Challa was not around.
Right. That
they had killed him off.
Right.
But we never knew how they were going to. How they did it was clever. It felt right.
It did feel right. It felt organic. Mm-hmm. It wasn't anything that was shoehorned in. It flowed. It flowed. It wasn't like he was caught in battle or anything like that. It was simply that he had a disease and there wasn't enough time to cure his disease. It kind of focused a lot on, I want to say, dealing with somebody's passing.
Right.
Dealing with closure, grief.
As far as Namor is concerned, the actor that played him, what is his name?
His name is Tenoch Huerta.
He was excellent. He played the role, because from my last video I said that this actor has to bring it the way Chadwick Boseman brung it for the Black Panther. Right. So he's now got to represent the people, the race that he's representing, which is more Mexican.
Yeah, Mexican Mayan descendants that actually left the land and went to the water. And it was something it draws a lot of parallels between them, their civilization, and Wakanda. They have very similar ties, and a lot of those ties could be all boiled down to one thing, and it's vibranium. There's a lot more vibranium than originally thought.
See, originally, Wakanda was thought to have all the vibranium, but we're gonna learn in this movie that vibranium was actually underwater.
Right.
The whole time.
Yeah. There's a large deposit of vibranium, especially around where they live.
Right.
So again, it's a parallel. One's in Africa, the other one's in Central America, and the vibranium deposits that they have over there is different because it's underwater. Everything is underwater. It's untouched until they actually happen to deal with it. Yeah. They're covered in this stuff. Their armor, their jewelry, everything is made out of vibranium.
Yes.
So they're able to take the hits just like Wakandans.
For Namor's people, when they're out of the water, they are blue like Navis from Avatar. It's not until they go into the water do they have a regular skin tone. And I was like, oh, wow.
That was such a key feature to put in. Hundreds of thousands of years ago, this chief came, got the herb from underwater, crushed it, and had it fed to every one of his tribes. They all died and came back to life. Yeah. When they came back to life, they were blue had started developing
gills on their necks,
and they were feeling like they were drowning in air, so they had to jump right back into the water just to be able to breathe. You know what it reminds me of right now? Thinking about it right now, Blade. So Blade, right? He was in the womb when his mother got bit.
Right.
So that's why he became a daywalker. Yes, he can do both.
Yes.
That's absolutely what it reminds me right now.
Yeah.
So Namor can do that too. He could breathe in the air, and he could breathe underwater. And he could fly in the air. He can fight on the ground, and he's fast as hell underwater. And triple threat.
Let me tell you, Namor's action sequences are dope,
bro.
They're dope. It's amazing to watch him fight. Yeah, it was crazy.
It was insane. Just the way he just took care of business. He handled everybody that was in front of him. He didn't care. It didn't matter. And a lot of his group too, his peoples were fighting just like that too. His people were getting stabbed up like nothing. And I don't know if they have some kind of a healing factor or what. They took hits to the face. They took hits to the ribs with spears, the Wakandan spears and everything like that. And even Okoye was like, yo, what the hell's this? They were on the ground, healed up for like a minute, and then just walked it off.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
The fight scene that was in the bridge when they were trying to steal Riri Williams, because at first the movie centered around her because Riri is a very smart individual. She's a smart student in MIT. She has the ability to create things out of kind of scraps and make something new. And she was able to develop something that was able to find Vibranium. Because Vibranium is very undetectable. It's that commotion that was pitting these two nations. You know, they were fine separate, but now there's that's having them meet with each other, and they're at each other's throats basically towards the end of the movie because of this technology that Riri developed.
Riri also developed her Iron Man suit.
She had her own version of the Iron Man suit that she's been working for years.
So there's two versions of it.
Right.
There's the one she built from scratch, the way Tony built his first Mach.
The Mark 1,
from scratch in a cave.
Right.
And then there's the last version.
And I think that last version, she built it in Wakanda, and they wouldn't let her leave with it. So that to me means that it's made out of vibranium.
She was a good comedy relief.
She was. She was the more down to earth. Like, are we really doing this? She's never been in this scenario. She's 19 years old, and she just got dumped into the lap of Okoye and Shuri, and they're supposed to be looking after her because guess what? Namor wants her dead because of this technology. And then on top of that, the U.S. wants her alive because of this technology.
Now, the other comedy relief in there is M'Baku.
M'Baku is funny as hell,
he's funny
M'Baku's funny. Remember when he came with the carrot?
Yeah. you're going to see, but...
He's a smart ass.
He's a smart ass, but underlining the word smart, M'Baku, you'll come to find out he's wise. He's
grown a lot. He keeps it 100%. He goes in. When there's a fight, he just jumps in. Remember, he jumped into, as soon as he's like, fish, man! He went ahead, and he just went straight to Namor. He didn't care. He saved a couple people when the place was getting flooded, but he went straight to Namor, hit him over the head, and then he got decimated, man. This man... I was fearing for him. I thought he was going to die.
He gave him like a Superman punch.
He was, it was like, what was that punch, man? I got to put it in the clip. I put it in a clip for, like the bride from Kill Bill, when she did that punch. It was just like that. It was just, boom.
The 1-inch punch.
1-inch punch. And this man, his whole chest was blown out.
Yeah.
Good thing he had like vibranium armor or some kind of armor underneath his chest plate. Like it was wood on top, but he had something else underneath. This man went through a whole vegetable stand. We learned later on that he was selected by T'Challa himself to be able to guide Shuri in the right direction.
That's right.
He knew.
I was surprised with that.
Yeah, that was very surprising that he knew Shuri might need some guidance further down the road because she would be the only one left. The family lineage would come down to her, and Black Panther, the mantle would come down to her. one thing's for sure, it's an emotional roller coaster.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be going through ups and downs, and it's balanced right. It's a little slower, I would say, than a traditional Marvel movie, but not enough to take away from any characters. It's slow on purpose to build up these characters and build up what they're going through.
I don't know whose idea was it. Was it Marvel or Ryan Coogler? But how they paid tribute to Chadwick throughout the movie from the very beginning when you see the Marvel logo.
The theater was silent.
Yeah.
Mind you, that title screen was silent in of itself.
Yeah.
It was completely silent. But the theater followed suit.
Yeah.
And that made it all the more real.
So in that title, that Marvel title, well, this one just showed Chadwick Boseman. That's it. All of his scenes from Black Panther, Civil War, Avengers, Infinity Wars, Endgame. It just shows you just Chadwick.
Everything.
So, this is a tribute to him. And then in the end, they also did another tribute as well.
It was good. It was a good way to cap it off, especially at the end with Shuri, Letitia Wright. She came to grips with what she needed to do.
Mm-hmm.
And she came to grips where it was like, it wasn't even just her mother passing away. It was actually both her and Chadwick Boseman, T'Challa.
That's the other spoiler alert.
Yeah, that's the other spoiler alert, which is true.
The queen dies.
The queen dies, man. And she dies by hand of Namor.
Yes.
But he was there for that purpose to kill her. And he kind of failed.
Mm-hmm.
But not really, because he ended up killing the queen.
Right. Let's talk about Michael B. Jordan's return.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
We didn't see this coming.
This I did not. When people were asking for this, people were asking.
I heard in the grapevine that he was supposed to be in the movie, but I didn't know in what capacity.
Bring him as Black Panther. Bring him as Black Panther. Everybody wanted him to be the Black Panther, but like we had said, we spoke about this on the car ride back. Was unlike Bucky, who was brainwashed. Mm-hmm. So Killmonger was never brainwashed. No. This is how he was raised. This is how he felt. And this is how he grew up. He always had problems and wanted things to change or be around him. And the way that he is, there's no changing. His spirit is a very vengeful type. 100%. Mm-hmm. And he couldn't let go of that.
No. So how you're going to see him is Shuri. She manages to recreate the
heart-shaped herb.
Yes. The heart-shaped herb, if you remember, when you drink it, it's supposed to take you to, like, what we call it? The
ancestral plane.
Yes. The ancestral plane. Now, I'm guessing she was hoping to see either her mother, who had already passed away when she, succeeded in making this herb. I'm expecting she thought she was going to see T'Challa, right? Or
her father,
or maybe even her father.
Yeah, King T'Challa. Right?
She ended up seeing Killmonger, and that was interesting.
That was such a twist that I didn't even expect, because they set it up like this. And it was beautiful how they set it up. It was so beautiful because the way she recreated the heart-shaped herb, because if you remember, in the last one, Killmonger burnt it all to a crisp.
Right.
He was the last one to have that power, and that was it. In this one, they were able to recreate it using leftover samples of what they had, as well as a little bit of something from Namor and his tribe, because he gave her a necklace from his mother, and that had the original, like the essence,
vein or something.
Yeah, from their version of the herb that they take. That's how they turn blue.
Yes.
So she recreated this using the AI, and she was able to make her version of the heart-shaped herb. And when she ingested that, she woke up in the throne room, the same throne room, just like it was, and it was flooded. She woke up on the bottom underwater. And it was, I like how they added that in underwater, showing that, this came from under the ocean.
Yes.
So there was a little parallel right there with that too. And then when she climbed up on top, she thought she was going to see her mother.
Yes.
And that wasn't the case. And you saw the hair too.
Yeah.
That's what got me too. It was a little blurred out, but it was on the throne. And I was like, oh man, it's going to be the queen. You turn the corner, Killmonger.
At this point of her life, with the loss and everything that was going on, especially with the recent loss of her mother,
right?
Namor being responsible for her death.
Yeah.
Shuri was filled with revenge in her heart.
Yeah.
Just like Killmonger was filled with revenge in his heart.
And he is family. I did like how they buttoned up that end with him, where he knew he was beat.
Yeah.
He knew he was beat, and he was beat with technology. He was beat with power, you know, and he yielded at the very end, and they were able to come with a truce,
right? And
had something hanging in the balance where it was like Wakanda is now anything that deals with the oceans.
Yeah, Wakanda is protecting
the
oceans.
Namor and his peoples now. That's one side of the truce, and the other side is that when Wakanda needs help, when they need soldiers or people, or when they're getting attacked, because Namor said that it will happen. He's seen it all already. When it does happen, where they need people,
the Talokan,
then they can come in,
right,
and they can show up in numbers.
Keynotes is go see the movie. It's awesome, great, fantastic. Second, it's Namor, not Namor.
as the movie says, it is
not Namor or Namor. It's Namor. Third, don't cheat yourself. Go, if you do have a 4DX theater near you, or even if it's 20 miles from you, go. Go. You will not regret it. Believe me. That theater was insane.
We had the best time with this theater, and it was brand new. It was a brand new facility too, recently built within the last year.
It enhanced the movie too. It helped enhance the movie.
And this is by no means a paid promotion for Regal. And this was our movie review. If you guys liked it, we got a few more movies review on the playlist as well too. You can also check out our trailer playlist. We'll put it somewhere around here. But if you liked it, please let us know. Send us a comment down below. Like and subscribe. That helps us out climb that YouTube algorithm. That way we can get up to the top and get more viewers like you to be able to watch our reviews. Yes. Thank you guys, and have a good one.
Later. Peace.